Hey, it's Tom from Tech Deal, and today we are looking at the Solomon Islands. This is the first time I've played it, and yeah, it's a new map on Battlefield. As far as I can tell, it's been released earlier today, and there seems to be a few things that are inconsistent. For example, the weapons. I think they've been released earlier than they were meant to, because some people are using them, and I saw in the comments that people have unlocked them even though they were meant to be released later on. So you start off as an American team invading the island. That is, of course, if you can drive your tank, which this guy cannot. And yeah, it's your standard coastal attack to start with.
Danger! Over there!
The cool thing about this is there's quite a lot to attack from, and there's quite a lot to defend from as well. There's lots of high ground, and it looks like there's a few choke points as well. So as we go up, you can see there are gullies which the tanks can get trapped in, and there's obviously the main slope. The tank driver here has decided to take on the gully, so I imagine there's going to be a bunch of people chucking bombs down, trying to attack us. But of course it is a choke point as well, with firepower, so the enemies will get trapped in that as well. As you can see, we're getting hit. It's not amazing. By the look of it, this gully is good once it's secure because it allows a lot of fire into the main flag area. One of the cool things about this map is its use of the special weapons, so there's definitely flamethrowers, which will be good for flushing out enemies, and yeah, it's going to be good for attacking buildings and enemies hiding in bushes. A lot of the building models look familiar. I think they've just been recycled over from the previous maps, like Pacific Storm. A lot of the assets also look like they've been taken over, for example the ferns and palm trees. This map was designed by the people who did Argonne Forest, so it's going to have a lot of choke points, probably a lot of inaccessible areas of the map as well. So you'll have the gullies like you saw before, some of which I imagine will be, you know, free to get to the top of to fire down into, but I imagine a lot of the map will also be inaccessible where it's plateauing up. There's also a lot of open space, which is good. There'll be probably a lot of room for snipers to fire, and if you see the map, there's the big area around the side with the river, so that's probably going to be a sniper heaven. You can see now that I have hold of the flamethrower. It's not very long range, but it allows you to flush people out of bushes, and it allows you to enter buildings quite tactically. Thankfully that guy's dropped some smoke, so we'll be able to cross safely. And let's just try and get some guys. Hopefully there's a few hiding about. Not sure if people can get up there, but it's good to check. I'm a really big fan of the balance of the flamethrower. It's probably one of the only weapons that feels balanced in the game at the moment. The range isn't far, but you get a lot of damage at close range. So it's good to be with your teammates kind of around you, so you can run in, clear areas, and also it's great to hide in the corner of a building and just defend that area. Likewise, having your teammates next to you to revive you means you get to keep all your cool pickups, for example the flamethrower. By the look of that guy, he's managed to find some high ground. so you can climb up to some bits.
Anybody!
And it looks like you can't spawn on this guy because there's not enough room on the van. So you can see the map here. You've got that nice river down the side, and then lots of open bits at these flag points.
Objective Able is now under our control.
Let's check out B. I seem to recognize these big gas containers because they have, or DICE released images of the kind of original map, which looked very cool without any vegetation, just in the early previews. Oh. And these seem to be the bits that have been kind of showcased. These are the areas where tanks are probably dominant, and there's a lot of room for the enemies to kind of come around the sides and regain control of the battlefield.
Come on! Get me out of here!
So far my impressions of the map are pretty good. It's fairly balanced. That's probably a lot to do with the teams. Past few weeks I've been playing extremely unbalanced games, but I imagine the excitement of getting everyone onto this map has meant that everyone's playing it, so the team balancing can work a little bit better, even if it's through no intention of DICE. So you can see here on my left there's lots of inaccessible areas which probably choke point the map quite a lot, and probably mean the playable area is a lot smaller than the map indicates. But this obviously has memories of Argonne Forest from Battlefield 1, which was a great map if you liked close quarters and low visibility battle. Let's see what's going on around the side. So by the look of it, we've got some nice roads around the side so tanks can get into the main heat of the battle. Probably a good place for players to drop some landmines, as it's one of the few places where tanks can really get through. And that's quite a nice clean entry to Objective A here.
Watch for that dude there!
And there's not a huge amount of space to hide. I imagine that's a great place for the enemy tanks to camp, keeping hold of that entry point. And there was no escaping that. Since this map doesn't actually have any airplanes, I suppose there's no point having the Fliegerfaust. I might end up using an anti-tank weapon, so might as well have that armed. Okay, this looks like an area of high intensity. The fortifications are pretty cool. I imagine it would be good as soon as you die or retreat to get these fortifications built up, because they look pretty handy for the defending forces. But now that we're in the area, it's probably pretty handy for the attackers as well. And our team is quite pinned now in these buildings. That's an MG. While these buildings still exist, might as well use them for cover. And is that a tank? This definitely feels like a much better thought out map than some of the previous ones. And the tightness of some of the areas mean that smoke is probably quite handy, but you can focus your fire quite a lot into it. Again, that's the guy coming around the side. So it's not so narrow that it's just Operation Metro staircase grind. There are areas around it. Let's see what it's like down by the river. It's probably a bit of a sniper battle down here. That's some good use of flamethrower, saving my life. Of course, in real life I would have got toasted too.
Throwing grenade!
Hostiles are attacking an A.
Tank there. And awful shooting. Yeah. Okay, we've got a sniper set up across the river. I do appreciate how they've managed to add a little bit of gameplay on the other side of the river, but most of that area is out of bounds anyway. I think it just, yeah, it lines the beach of the river. Just enough to defend it and stay away from close range weapon fire. Let's see what we can do. I'm almost certainly going to get hit. Yeah. That was a different guy, I think. Yeah. And handy revive. I wonder if this building's going to offer enough cover. Let's see if we can find him. I think he's behind the rocks to the left, just out of view. Yeah, he's getting taken out. There's some more over there. If you've ever read American Sniper, he recommends don't stand right at the window, stand far back in the building. I'm not sure how it works in video games, but I'm sure it does work. You're harder to spot and there's not the telltale gun pointing out the window. But let's try that just so we've got a better view. I wonder if we can get them to shoot this guy. Definitely someone behind those rocks. I wonder if we can spot anyone. I've got the sniper perk where if you hit someone it spots them. But perhaps the spotting flare will work better. There's a few shots coming from over here. Okay, a lot of shots coming from over here. Let's try and get them, flush them out. Yeah, there's a guy there. And he's down. Big fan of this handgun. get hit from behind, aren't I? Nope, hit from in front. This whole section's clear, so I'm counting on enemies probably raiding it. This is some nice foliage to keep cover. And it looks like an elevated position. Yep. I'm a big fan of how this map's not flat. Oh, he just won't stop moving. Definitely people through there. And they're completely out of sight. Right, time to go out in the open and, yep, get shot immediately. Okay, so that river is a genius map design. And I am definitely excited to play as a defender because that'll be a nice hotspot to set up camp and snipe, which I'm guilty of doing. That guy's chosen a good position. It's just a bit of a pain that he was right in front of me on spawn, and actually, if he wasn't, that tank would have got me. Okay, let's push forward on B, see what we can do. Not much at all. Type 2A, your standard gun for just launching 1,000 bullets at someone in quick succession. Its weakness completely outdone by its rate of fire. I'm pleased most of the Battlefield community has shunned it because it is the most overkill weapon in the game. And why can I? Ah, there we go.
Objective Able is under attack.
Can we jump up? Can we take the high ground? We cannot. Never fear, because I'm gonna flush some people out, hopefully. Unless I get shot.
We've lost our control of
Which is an
Objective
occupational hazard in this game.
Able. Objective Baker is under our control.
Okay, take the super open route down the beach. Let's try and dive. Hopefully get shot in that time. Hold my breath. Yes.
Additional support troops have come.
Okay, how far can we push forward before the map stops us?
Clear the sector of all hostile threats.
This looks like a good bit. Another one to drop the landmines on. It's quite straight, so my flamethrower won't do much for me. Ooh, is that a cave? This is flamethrower heaven. Okay, so we're quite far forward. There we go. That's it opened up.
Sector is clear of threats.
And this looks like another choke point. They just need one MG pointing at the face of the cave and they've probably got everyone. Okay, that's too long range for a flamethrower. But not to get that guy. Nailed him. Nice. Hopefully by now my team will have pushed up. That M2 carbine is a very good weapon. Keeps getting me. Come on, man. You can do it. Thank you. You can be my hero for the next 5 minutes as I repeatedly get shot. Bet they know where I am. Yep, sniper. Ready to die? Yep. He got me. He knew I was there. Type 99.
My legs!
Come on, man. Be my hero.
Help!
Yes.
Can anybody?
Big fan of the grass, but I'm not sure if people on low graphics cards even get the grass like that. I might think I'm being camouflaged to everyone with a good graphics card, when in reality, anyone playing on low res, I might just be lying on flat ground. Let's hope not. Okay, nice and open. M2 carbine. Shooting sideways out the barrel. Let's try going medic. I'm probably immediately regretting it, because this is quite long range area, and the gun is essentially a spud gun. Anything further than about 20 meters.
You owe me one!
Oh, come on, save him. Yeah, nice. Ah, no, there's a few.
Oh! It hurts.
Not a chance.
It hurts.
Skip revive. Quite a long way to push up here. I wonder if I can get some people just with extreme firepower down the sights. I recently got level 4 on this gun, so I've set it to quick bullets so you can be more accurate with moving targets at a distance. Downside is I have pretty fast overheating on the gun now. Ah, nice, I can hold this position. Let's just put them off camping there. That little corner. Hopefully if they peek out they'll get suppressed. Choose otherwise. And that tank is certainly gonna get me. Let's try and get the guy on top if there is one. Oh yeah, he got me.
Medic! Anybody!
The thing with that gun is you feel like you've got so much more firepower than you do. You feel like you're hitting tons of targets and then you die and then you realise you might have killed 1 or 2 people. It's a great support weapon, but that's about it.
Ammo here!
Okay, can we camp down here? That'll land about 20 shots in the next couple minutes. Still not get a kill. Yeah, you can see here the overheating is a bit of a pain. I think it's a good sacrifice to make for the faster bullets, which mean you can hit targets. Is anyone still there? There's a sniper. Not anymore. I hope I gave some assistance on that. just past the range roll off for damage. Or maybe quite far past it, I'm not sure. Is that someone calling in reinforcements? Still people there. That's fair. I was there for long enough that everyone would have known I was there.
My legs!
And there is nobody about. Okay. Have I just spawned right where I'm gonna get shot? Probably. Yeah, I have no chance of survival here. There's the guy. Yeah. Type 99. Oh, it's my hero. Thank you, man.
The sector will soon be under our control.
What's that? 3 revives? 4 revives? I'm not gonna bother him again.
Mind your actions. We do not have many soldiers left.
Something just blew up big. Nice. Spawned in and killed him immediately. It's gonna be a lucky level. No, it's not. Oh, I managed it. Right, this whole area feels familiar. And I have no hope. I'm excited to get that M2 carbine. Looks pretty good. Let's try and go for a bit of a faster firing weapon. See what's on this spawn point. Ooh. Hello. Hello. And I'm gonna die. Yeah, he's got me. But he's forgotten to close the hatch. Let's try and get him again. Is he not getting these guys? Were they not right in front of him? Come on, let me spawn on you. There we go. Hello. Shut that so I get safe. And someone came in. That's fair. We're not doing too great on tickets. I wonder what I can do. T-34 Calliope ready. Oh, nice. I'm gonna use it for the final few tickets. What on earth is this? I'm so excited. Let's use it. Ooh, tank. Let's get him. And I have no idea what that does. That's really disappointing. What a time to make it available. Okay, so my verdict on this level, it's really good. It's really exciting, nice choke points, nice open spaces. It's a good balance for snipers and close range. Great for the flamethrower. From the small amount of vehicle play I did at the start, it's really good. And yeah, I'm quite happy with it. They've done a reasonably good job. Well done, DICE.